with terminal strips, you can use the terminal strip, terminal block functionality for power distribution blocks. So what this would look like is I just have this example, right? So it has three main connections, each with four sub connections. So I just named the connections ABC for the main connections, and then A1 through A4, B1 through B4, C1 through C4 for clarity for this example. So if we look at this, we're going to use the terminal strip terminal functionality to show it like it is on this schematic. So in this example, these symbols, there's three separate symbols that you see, and they each have one circuit with two terminal connections. So again, these still have to, match the manufacturer, or you use the 2025 method to do the circuits. But the first three circuits have two connections. So right away, those symbols grab A, B, C, A1, B1, C1. And then if you want to represent the A1 through A4, B1 through B4, etc., it's a different symbol like we've been using, just like the terminal block ones, that they each are one circuit with one connection. So when you place it, you're placing it and you are associating just like we were with the terminal blocks. However, for a distribution block, you can use the terminal strip editor to add bridging to force the equipotential. All through A will have one equipotential, all through B will have equipotential, and all through C will have its own equipotential. So you're just bridging A1 to A2, A2 to A3, A3 to A4, and then B1 to B2, B2 to B3, so forth and so on till you get everything bridged. Then your equipotential is automatic when you display the symbol on your schematic. So I'll just finish this up here on the last one. Everything looks bridge good. So I'm just going to say close here and close this dialog as well. So now, if I just want to show the remaining connections, I can do a simple Control C for copy, and I can do, Control V for paste. And this is going to create, a new distribution block, but I'm just going to now go in and associate it to that first distribution block. So what this is showing is all the existing connections it already has. So first of all, I want to associate to the distribution block that's in there. So it automatically grabbed the first remaining one, which is A4, but I can go in and it's going to grab B4. And then if I associate this, it's going to automatically grab C4 because they're the only remaining ones. And it's going to automatically grab those in order. And all the equipotentials are going to match up because of the bridging that we did within the terminal strip editor. So if we insert these from scratch, the associativity is going to be a little different. So the first thing is we are just going to turn on ortho because I want to draw straight lines and snap. So I'm just going to draw 3 wires. And I'll keep the vertical theme. Then I'm going to go to insert a terminal. I'm going to grab or leave the terminal that we were just using for the other one. I'm going to expand, and you can see the 3 remaining circuits. So it's listing the ones that are connected, and the blue squares are the remaining. So I can place each of these and then select which one I want. So I don't have to do them in order. So we'll select the last remaining one. And again, this could be, it doesn't have to be on the same schematic. These could be on the same schematic. And each symbol has its own attributes that you can, hide things. So it's just calling out the power distribution one only once. That is on there. So, and then if we number the wires, they'll grab the equipotential that the original A, B, and C has, which is L11, L21, and L31. But I just wanted to throw this in there to show you that you can use the same philosophy using terminal strip technology for power distribution blocks. You can also use this for bus bars as well. It's the same philosophy. Circuits match the manufacturer part circuits, and you will be fine.